What's up, nerds? Phoenix from Phoenix TV here with another episode of Let's Play Minecraft here on the Phoenix Craft server. Last week, if you watched, you should have, because it's pretty great. I built the beginnings of GameLand and created the Rubik's Riddle Challenge thing, which I really enjoy. So much so, in fact, that I intend to go back to GameLand to build one or two more games. I think I can get both in this episode. I plan to get both in this episode, but if one turns out to be a lot harder than I think it is, I might have to split it up over two. But that being said, I'm not needing to be over here. Let me go collect some things, and then I will go over there and commence to building. Should be fun. Here we are at GameLand, right next to the beautiful Rubik's Riddle box that I just really enjoyed making. And honestly, from everyone I've let see this thing so far, because by the time I'm recording this isn't out, but there are people on the server, yeah, they all had a really hard time figuring this out. So again, if you know how this is solved, let me know. Because I'd really love to find out just how rare that little trick to solving that riddle is. Because I thought it was a bit more obvious than what it is. Anyway, first things first, I'm going to build a game using these materials right here. If you have any idea what that is, I'll be very surprised. The second one's going to involve these, for those of you who want to speculate as to what this could be later on. But first things first, I need these, because I'm going to build a giant tower way up there. And you just got to climb, and you got to jump and climb around the outside. It should be pretty interesting, should be pretty freaking dangerous. But all in all, should be a pretty easy build. And hopefully there will be some enjoyment and some very obvious frustration from the various people on the server. So I'm going to clear out a little bit of a water area, because it's going to be very high up, and we'll go from there. Now that the safety has been accounted for, now it's time to do the really unsafe thing, and start pillaring up 128 blocks up that way. Or as much of this as I can get. I'm not entirely sure if I can get all 128, but if I can, that's what I'm going to be shooting for, so. Let's go ahead and place in a crap ton of blocks, jump off, and then climb back up the hard way. Hopefully, this goes swimmingly. Get it? Because there's water. This particular view says a lot about render distances, huh? Anyway, I'm all the way up here. Now I gotta come all the way back down so I can put in the surrounding spiral of unhappiness. Or fun, depending on how good you are at it. And the only way to do that is to go all the way down. Worth it. Now, let's go ahead and start throwing in these bottom pieces. And we'll go from there. I'll see you somewhere up the middle. Hopefully. By the way, this is the game. Jumping around the pillar at angles. Very tedious, but looks like a lot of fun. As I was working my way up part of the tower, spinning around the outside, what I was doing was I was putting one on this side and then doing one here and then knocking out the one here. Through the first partial stack, I realized that my math was not going to work at all, because I would need roughly double the amount of blocks it takes to go all the way to the top, and I had like 1.5 times the number of blocks it takes, which means that from this point, about that point forward, I've had to actually play the tower like it's supposed to be played, minus the roof, which makes it a little harder, but I have to play it the proper way to actually finish this thing. So I'm having to go a little slower than expected on this, but not too slow. I'm surprisingly nimble. So I'm through I'm almost through this first full stack, and I already did like a half stack, so I'm over halfway there. I just gotta, go all the way up to higher than I can see. Just like this. And hope I don't fall. Save me. With 17 red stained clay blocks remaining at the top of the tower. Now, obviously, I gotta get back down. You've already seen me do this once. I'm not going to make you sit through it again. But I'm going to hop down there. I'm going to clear out a small area. And then I'm going to use these things to make something else really cool. Mini golf. And so begins work on Happy's PUTT. The idea is basically it's going to take advantage of the fact that things slide on packed ice, but packed ice doesn't look anything like a putt-putt course, so that's why I have lime green carpet. You put that on top of packed ice and then things slide. Throw a hopper in there to catch it with a fence and a red banner so it looks like a flag, and you've got a little mini golf course. This one's not going to be too complicated or too fancy. It's just going to be kind of get the point across on how this thing works. But from there, hopefully I or anyone else can build other various holes to this thing, and it should be fun. So I'm going to clear a little path for the ice to go ahead and get the idea across to everybody, and then I'll show you what I got. And there we go. We've got this beautiful looking putting green. This is the flag that every putting green needs. And of course, this is hole number 1 with the green carpet on the outside to make it look like, you know, that plastic putt-putt environment that you're familiar with. Rules are you jump on this dark green square and throw the ball toward the hole, as demonstrated by B2 Rad.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright. Get me a ball.
Take a ball from the chest.
Okay.
Stand on the green block and you just throw it at the hole. You can jump or whatever else you think you need to do. And a hole in one! Yay!
Yay! That was fun. Where does it go?
It's just in this hopper. You go grab it.
Oh, sweet.
And you get to build the next 17 holes.
This is on ice, is it?
Packed ice. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a bit slippy.
Well, yes, it's ice. What else do you expect? But yeah, you get to build the next 17 holes. I just built the first one so you'd get an idea.
How about no, you crazy person?
Fair enough.
That was fun, though. I look forward to seeing what you do with the next 17.
Well, thank you. You want to try the tower next?
Crikey. Yeah. What's the risk of death?
It depends on your ability to fall. So all I gotta do is climb to the top. I built this water pool with you in mind.
Thanks. Hit that. Hit that. Okay. Hit that. Hit that. Okay. Hang on. You get one of those those cut things that they have in movies.
Yeah.
Like a roll marker, take and cut. Right, just do that with me like 28 times. Because hey. Oh fuck. Okay, that's fun. But the view from the top is really, really good.
Well, you can see the edges of your view, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you get anything special, or do you just get like a sign saying, "Congratulations, now jump"?
Well, you have to make it to the top to find out. Or, you know, wait like a month and you can watch this episode.
Sweet.
And of course, that thing's still cool.
Yeah, I like this. Awesome build.
Well, thank you. With that being said, this has been Phoenix from Phoenix TV, building the tower and the first hole of Happy's PUTT. With B2 Rad, apparently.
Hey.
Who seemed to have enjoyed himself. And hopefully he enjoys this episode as much as he enjoyed playing PUTT.
Yep, there's one thing that I take pride in, and that's being able to pleasure myself.
Thanks for watching.